Thank you all so much for tuning in. I am your host, Laura Afonso, live here at the Navigate Credit Union Broadcast Center for GoLocal Prov. I hope that you all had a very happy and hearty Christmas yesterday. This holiday season seems to just fly by in a whip, and it just seems just like that. New Year's Eve is just ahead of us. So here to talk to us today about New Year's resolutions and New Year's celebrations, I have Justin from Bar Louie. Thank you so much for joining me today, Justin.
You're very well.
Awesome. So Bar Louie is a really great nightlife spot right here in the heart of downtown Providence. So before we get started, tell me a little bit about yourself, what your role is at Bar Louie, and how you came to get started with them.
Awesome. My name is Justin McDonald. I'm the general manager down in Bar Louie here in Providence. I've been there for about 2.5 years now. Started off as the kitchen manager and have been the general manager now for about the last 8-10 months. And yeah, here we are.
Yes. So for those who haven't checked out Bar Louie yet, you got to get on it. But what would you describe the ambiance to be like? What kind of customers do we see coming in the door?
We are a fantastic gastro bar, I should say, is what our new wording is. We are geared towards some great craft cocktails, some fantastic ice cold beer, and great food that is served up until last call 7 nights a week. So 12:45 Sunday through Thursday and 1:45 Friday and Saturday night.
And so not only drinks up until that time, also food.
Also food, full menu.
That is
we don't stop.
huge. That is huge because a lot of times places, might stay open downtown until 2 o'clock in the morning, but their kitchen closes at 10, and midnight hits, and you're like, I need a snack right now. I'm starving. So you guys are rolling through, you're steaming, powerhousing through the night. With food coming out of the kitchen.
Full menu all night. That's awesome great for the industry spot for people that get out, bartenders and servers that are looking for a place to go. Still get a full meal and not just get some bar snacks. So you can come in and get some fish tacos or a full pasta entree or something right up until last call. So
yeah. So great for drinks after work with friends, like you said, industry folk.
Absolutely.
Whether you want to, do we have TVs to watch games?
We do. We have a bunch of TVs. Obviously, always have all of our local sports on.
Of course.
Sounds on for the games and that kind of stuff. So, yeah, absolutely. Great hangout spot for that. And we have an awesome grub day menu for Sundays for football games.
Perfect. And what is parking like?
Parking lot is, we do have a parking lot that we do offer validated parking on. Awesome. There is street parking up above, but there is the gated parking right in front of the restaurant that we do validate for.
Because a lot of people are very nervous about going downtown. I'm hesitant to find parking,
Nope.
Am I going to have to walk half a mile in the cold this winter to be able to get to Bar Louie? But you have a parking lot that you can validate parking, and it's gated, so that's great.
It is, and the garage right next door, which is actually attached to the Marriott. Courtyard, which is the garage too. If you want to walk 50 feet, then you can. If you're in the snow in this time of year,
your
car's nice and clean.
Yeah, easy enough. Awesome. So tell me a little bit about what you brought with you to eat today.
So I brought a couple of our flatbreads.
Awesome. They look great.
I brought a roasted vegetable flatbread and a buffalo chicken flatbread. The roasted vegetable flatbread, we use actually our spinach and artichoke dip as the base of it.
I like that.
So spinach, artichoke, cream base, some balsamic onions, some marinated mushrooms, some tomato, and garnished with a little fresh basil. And then a buffalo chicken flatbread. We use our house-made buffalo sauce as the base. Pulled chicken and ranch and blue cheese.
Sounds like a win to me.
They are both great, and you can get those actually both happy hour from 4 to 7, half price, and then again from 7 to 10. Sunday through Thursday.
Okay,
half
so
price.
Happy hour and half price apps. Tell me about what's going on, because that sounds like something I need to know about.
Yeah, absolutely. So Sunday nights through Thursday nights, we do reverse happy hour essentially from from 10 to close. Nice. So all of our flatbreads and select apps are half price.
Grab them at the end of the night, pull them in.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then Monday through Friday, 4 to 7, same thing.
After work.
Yep. After work crowd.
Grab a cocktail, grab a flatbread.
So all of our flatbreads, and then great majority of our regular apps as well are all half price. So
can't go wrong with that. No, that's awesome. Definitely. So tell me about your New Year's party. You guys are bringing in the new year the right way. We're having a celebration. It's going to be a big party. Tell me about what's going on.
Yeah, so we are doing a black and white masquerade theme party this year. Don't worry if you come down; you don't have to have a mask. I do
No
have
mask required?
no mask required.
Okay,
I do.
okay.
It is definitely encouraged.
Yeah.
I'll have one. My staff will all be dressed up and ready to go. But I do have some as well to be handing
Okay.
out, along with some party favors also.
So what kind of party favors are we talking?
Some horns, no confetti, no
Okay,
glitter,
yeah.
not that kind of stuff.
Can't
but
be throwing glitter at people, and take a million showers to get out of your
yeah, we gotta open up the next day and look
Yeah, of
presentable.
course.
But noisemakers, that kind of stuff.
Of
There'll be
course.
balloons and whatnot. But
So hooting and hollering to bring
yeah.
that at the midnight. Yes.
Absolutely.
Awesome. So we've got masks, we've got party favors, and it's a black and white
black and
party.
white
So
masquerade.
awesome. So are we encouraging people to wear black and white?
Absolutely encouraging them to wear black and white.
Awesome. So everyone's going to be fancy, masks on, black and white. It's a big to-do.
Big to do.
Yes.
Tickets are $20. You can buy them going directly to barlouis.com through our website there or through Eventbrite. That's two places you can buy your tickets.
Easy enough, and $20 is
$20.
Definitely a very fair price for
Yeah.
a New Year's Eve party.
Very fair. It does
Yeah.
come with champagne toast at midnight.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And now this is 21 plus.
It is. It is. Yes.
It is okay. Just wanted to make sure that we were all on the
We're all on the same
for
page,
age
yeah.
price. Okay. And now, what kind of specialty cocktails will you be serving at the special party?
For that, in addition to our regular cocktail list, we do have a Red Velvet 19 that we are featuring just for that night.
Very nice.
It is served in a champagne flute with a sugar rim. It is effin' blood orange vodka, a little
Yum.
cranberry juice, lemon juice, some vanilla simple syrup, and gets shaken with this awesome product called Luster Dust, which is kind of like an
Luster
edible
Dust.
silver or glitter, if you will.
Ooh.
That gets shaken in there, gives it this nice little sparkly hue, and then it gets topped off with
Little
a little
champagne.
Prosecco,
Ooh.
which we will do right here.
So if you've seen those cocktails, I've seen them on like Instagram that they look like a Milky Way and like
Correct.
they're like all like shimmery and like a galaxy, and that's really what you're getting here. And we're popping the bottles open.
Bottles.
Awesome. To give it that little fizz.
Gives it that nice
the
little
bubbles.
fizz, nice little glitter shimmer in there.
Awesome. All right. Well, you know what is next is we've got a cheers.
Cheers.
Awesome. Thank you. Oh, that is so good. I like that it's not too sweet. It's just got just the right enough, a little bit of bubbles. It's perfect.
Awesome.
Yeah. Beautiful. Now, downtown fireworks, will we be able to see them or relatively close to anywhere near the fireworks?
Relatively close, yeah.
Maybe look outside.
You can look outside, little right around the corner, but yeah,
Yeah.
you'll be able to see it, part of them from where you are. But
Awesome.
the party will be inside. We got a DJ at 10 o'clock, and he'll be playing all night long. He's my resident DJ every Friday and Saturday
And
night.
what DJ is this?
This is DJ Blacklist.
DJ Blacklist.
Yes.
He's going to be spinning all the hot tunes of 2018 to bring it into 2019.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Very good. Now, do you have anything favorite on your cocktail list that you want to tell us about? So when we are finished up with our specialty cocktail, maybe we can try something new on New Year's Eve?
Ooh.
It's a loaded question, I know.
It is a loaded question. I'm more of a beer guy, but
Okay. Well, you can also tell me your favorite beer.
my favorite beer that we currently have on tap is our local beer, Whaler's Rise. Can't go wrong
Whaler's
there.
Rise. They are just doing like hit
Killing
numbers.
it.
Yeah,
Killing it.
we
Greg's a
love
great
Whaler's
guy.
Rise, yeah.
He's in a lot, but yeah, we do great business with them. That's
Yeah.
definitely my favorite beer that we have going on
It's
tap
hugely
right
popular everywhere. So, if you have to go with a classic, check out the Whaler's Rise on New Year's Eve. If you're, starting off with a cocktail, you can head to a beer.
now. Yeah.
Beautiful. Awesome. So one more time, where we can find tickets and the location of Bar Louie in downtown Providence.
Bar Louie is located at 1 Union Station downtown. It's the bottom of the Rhode Island Foundation building. And all of our tickets are available via Eventbrite and or barlouis.com. It'll take you right there to it.
Perfect. So if you're looking for something jazzed up and fun to do to ring in the new year the right way, popping bottles, having cocktails, having great snacks or whole meals throughout the night, listening to good music, you kind of can't go wrong with that. It
Cannot.
checks off all the boxes. So definitely check out Bar Louie for that this New Year's Eve. All right. Thank you so much
Awesome.
for joining me. I really appreciate
Thank
your
you very
time.
much.
Absolutely. And we will be right back with our next guest. Thanks so much for tuning back in. We are live here at the Navigate Credit Union Broadcast Center for GoLocal Prov. We just talked about some fun ways to celebrate the new year with Bar Louie in downtown Providence. And really to kick off 2019, a lot of us start off with New Year's resolutions. And, we all get that new gym membership and we're thinking about all of those Christmas cookies that I just ate all over the past couple of days. Oh my gosh, a couple dozen at the very least. So now 2019 is coming and I'm thinking, all right, I'm gonna get in shape, I'm gonna, hit the gym and start eating healthy. Like so many Americans, New Year's resolutions are a lot of the time health-based.
Right.
So I'm here with my second guest, Carol. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
Owner of Slim Pickings in North Providence.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about yourself and how you got started to open Slim Pickings.
I work in the medical field. I
Okay.
have for about 25 years, and it just, you start meal prepping, and it's just everybody's so busy, they don't have time to do it, so I thought, why not open a place that they can come and get different options, because usually when you meal prep, it's always the same exact thing.
7 days a week. And you're
Right.
like, by day 6 or 7, you're like, oh my God, if I have to eat this one more time, I'm going to throw it out
Exactly.
the window. For sure.
So, kind of thought of that, and learning as I go, incorporating different things, and just, trying to get everybody eating a little healthier.
Absolutely. Get the ball rolling on that.
Right.
Trend getting started.
Correct.
So tell me about what you did in the medical field for so long.
I've worked in the emergency department for 25 years.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you have your fair share of experiences
Yes.
in the ER.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, and so you were doing your own meal prep and people were loving it and seeing it,
Right.
being jealous that they didn't have the meal prep. So you said, you know what, let me help you guys out. I'm going to start Slim Pickings in North Providence.
Exactly.
So tell me a little bit about Slim Pickings and what you have to offer.
So I have different proteins, and then you can pick a carb, you can pick a vegetable, or you can pick
Mix
two
it
of
up.
the same, mix it up. But I do incorporate, I have protein muffins, I have protein puddings, I incorporate turkey chili. Through Lent, I do a wonderful haddock, and I just kind of do specials here and there.
Get to run. So there's always something new popping up.
Right.
Yes. So I personally really, really enjoy your meal prep. I get it at least a couple of times a week. And it is really great. And, it comes in these great little to-go containers. And when I get home, I put it on a plate. And I'm always amazed with how much food is actually in it. And it really is a substantial amount of food. You get your starch, your veggie, and your protein. And my favorites are the turkey meatballs. They are just out of this world, and I get it with a little side of marinara sauce. And it really is a great way to stay healthy and balanced because you're leaving out all of that unnecessary sodium and fat. So can you tell me a little bit about how you go about making the food to make sure that it's healthy and we're getting rid of all that unnecessary, unwanted, yucky stuff, we could say?
I do a lot. I don't do any salt. It's all salt-free seasoning.
That's great.
I flavor a lot with vegetables. The turkey meatballs have a lot of vegetables for flavor. I do have I actually have a nutritionist that sends all the cardiac rehab patients to me.
Really?
Because there is no sodium and things like that.
Yeah.
Because I don't put anything on the vegetables. Like you can see on the chicken, there is some seasoning, but it's salt-free. So I just stay away from salt.
Yeah,
And that's
I
it.
think that's really huge because salt plays a major factor in so many health issues.
Correct.
And, being able to at least cut down on salt and, eventually be able to do salt-free. And, if you really, really need to, you can do a little sprinkle of salt on it yourself.
Of
But
course.
really being able to have that option where it is salt-free, it is the healthier way to go. And you're able to use other seasonings and other like you said, vegetables
Right.
and the turkey meatballs to add that flavoring without having to use salt.
Correct.
Absolutely. So that's kind of like the best part about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So we have different options. We've got breaded chicken, you've got grilled chicken, turkey meatballs. What other kind of options do you have for proteins and sides? What kind of combinations can we get crazy with?
I do have burgers. I have a beet burger. I have a lot
burger.
of vegans that have been coming.
Yes.
So I'm going to incorporate a couple more things after the new year for everybody and for vegans also. But we do have the beet burger and the breaded chicken, and the burger is an Angus burger, which is very good. A lot of the guys like that. We also, like I said, I have a vegan chili that I do every year.
Awesome.
And the turkey chili is out of this world.
Oh,
out of this world. It's coming next week, so
yes,
it's pretty phenomenal.
Oh, that's awesome. So really, meal prep not only helps with balanced, healthy diets, but also helps with saving time. If you grab one and you have it for lunch or you have it for dinner a couple of days a week, that's one less thing that you have to worry about. So whether you stop in the shop and you grab just one to go and you have it for lunch that day, or if you put an order in for the week, you kind of set yourself up for success and you're good to roll.
Absolutely.
You can bring it to work with you, you can have it for dinner, whatever it is, and it's that healthy sustenance. And it is very, very filling, I have to say. So sometimes I'll have just a half of one for lunch, or if I'm having it for dinner, I'll have the whole thing. But it really is very filling.
Right.
Yes. So tell me about your new location. You just revamped, opened up a new space.
I did.
Expanded. So tell me about where you're located now.
I am at 1755 Smith Street. I am side by side with Di Petrillo's.
Okay.
And it's a great, very sunny space.
Beautiful.
You can actually come in and eat, or you can just get meal preps. A lot of people just get the meal preps.
Yeah.
It's good. Good access. A lot of parking.
Perfect.
Where I kind of didn't have that the last time. So just trying to make it accessible for everybody.
Absolutely. So, we've got a couple of gyms in the area, so whether
Right.
you're working out, after you're done, you're like, need a little protein muffin,
Exactly.
a little protein pudding, so that's from your grab-and-go case, and then you also have your meal preps as well.
Right.
Yes. So this is kind of ideal for this time of year. Like we said, New Year's resolutions, goes hand in hand with it to help you really keep yourself accountable. Make sure you have no excuses when you have meal prep because it's already just ready to go in the fridge, and you're having healthy, hearty options. And so I have pasta here, and everyone thinks, oh, pasta, you can't have pasta if you're eating healthy. So what makes this pasta technically healthy?
It's actually organic wheat pasta.
Organic wheat pasta.
Right.
Okay.
So it's just a healthier option. It's a healthier option. There are no meals that are over 500 calories.
Okay, so that's
great. Yeah, so it's good, and everything's portioned. So it may be pasta, but it's only a cup of pasta.
Right, rather than having a huge heaping pile of spaghetti, you're having a cup of pasta. It's you're still getting that enjoyment from being able to have a little bit of carb pasta, something like that, without saying like, oh my god, I can't believe I just ate a whole pound of pasta. Like you're able to get your fill at that craving that you might have for pasta. You're able to get it, and it's organic and it's whole wheat.
Correct.
Awesome. Now, are you using any other products that are organic?
I do. Not really.
No.
Well,
it doesn't have to be.
Just fresh. The vegetables are fresh.
Vegetables.
I do the brown rice. I do Brussels sprouts. I season them with garlic powder. I don't do salt, so it's garlic powder. That is one of the big sellers. Yes. That is one of the big sellers right now is the Brussels sprouts.
Now, I love the spinach, and what do you do to that spinach to make it so good? I have to know. Do you put extra garlic in the spinach?
I do put a seasoning.
Okay.
But no salt, like I said.
Salt.
But I do a seasoning because I honestly, one day was eating with my customers and I ate the spinach and it was absolutely horrible. And I said, you pay me for this? And
you're like, I have to do better.
I need to do better. So that's why I seasoned it because... I have to be able to eat it too.
Yeah, of course. So how often do you find yourself eating, and what is your favorite meal to pick?
I eat every day. I eat one of my meals.
Good.
And I always eat the pasta.
Yeah.
And I love the broccoli. And I switch between chicken and a burger.
The burger. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think the burger might be one of the only ones I haven't had.
Correct.
Yet. But,
yes.
Because I'm kind of committed to the turkey meatballs. But
You
maybe I'll
are.
try the burger next. Definitely. And like we said, lots of vegan and vegetarian options. Right. So we have, and you also have some fish. Like you said, you have the haddock special, but also a salmon patty.
Salmon patty.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. A salmon patty. It's a good size. It's not too much, but it's
just
good.
Right.
Yeah, it's not filled with breading and things like that.
All that extra filler that's very unnecessary. It can really add up calorically and fat-wise. So
correct.
Definitely. And so for vegan options, we have the beet burger, and then you also have the vegan smash. So what goes into that vegan smash? Because it's so delicious, and you're eating it, and you're like, this is vegan. Are you playing a trick on me? Like, I don't really know for sure. So what goes into that vegan smash to make it so good?
I put 3 different types of beans, and I put seasoning. and then it's every vegetable you can think of, and it's all together. And I put a little bit of the marinara, and I bake it literally for like 4 hours.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, so it's like slow cooked.
It
in
is.
a way,
And it
it's
looks
the
like
marinara sauce that's making it like that, like juicy, like oh my
Yes.
gosh. Ah, that's the
yes,
secret.
it is the secret, and it's very good, and
Yes.
everybody loves it. And but yeah, it's good stuff.
So for vegans and for non-vegans, this is definitely something for you to try. Is the vegan smash.
Absolutely.
Definitely. Now tell me about your protein muffins, because you know, for anyone who likes to have little pastries in the morning or little snacks like that, these are great grab and go. I like to buy them, put them in the freezer, and then I pop them in the toaster oven in the morning, and it's a quick on the go breakfast.
It's a healthier option. They're about 200 calories, 15 grams of carbs.
Oh wow.
About, I would say 18 to 20 grams of protein.
Wow.
5 grams of sugar. So it's a healthier option.
Yeah.
Is it, bland where there's no sugar? Of course there's sugar in it.
Yes.
But they do taste good. It is a healthier option. I do tell people, just eat 1 a day. Don't eat 3 a day.
Yeah. You don't go crazy with the muffins, all
Just
right?
because
Like,
it
you don't
tastes
wanna
good
get out
doesn't
of
mean you
hand.
want to eat them every,
Right.
for every meal. But
Yeah, people will hear protein muffins. It's healthy. Therefore, I can have a half a dozen of them for
correct.
breakfast.
And you can't do
Let's
that.
not get out of hand,
You
everyone.
can't do that.
Yes. But they're very, very tasty.
They
They're
are.
really moist, and you have all different flavors. I love your pumpkin muffins, but you have like funfetti and banana and chocolate chip, and so you've got a whole variety, and they come out fresh every day.
Yeah. The chocolate avocado is the big
Chocolate
sell.
avocado.
Yes.
Okay, so tell me about chocolate avocado, because it's one of those things that you're like, it makes sense, but like I've never.
There's dark chocolate, so that gives a little bit of taste, and then it's a lot of avocado.
So it gives you those good fats, and it gives you that nice like smooth whipped texture.
Correct.
And the chocolate kind of overpowers the taste of the avocado. So it's for those people who, they have a hard time eating their greens, and you have to sneak it in.
Right.
When you have to give your dog a pill, you have to wrap it up and.
Yeah, I tell everybody it's a
Sneak in the greens
chocolate
somewhere.
muffin.
It's a chocolate muffin.
It's a
There's nothing
chocolate
green in
muffin.
that. It's just a chocolate
Exactly.
muffin. Yes, that's perfect. So New Year's resolutions right around the corner. Gearing up for 2019. We want all of us to be our best selves, getting healthy, getting wholesome action in our lives. Meal prep definitely goes hand in hand with all of those things. And so one more time, where we can find you, where we can find your location, and maybe where we can find you on social media as well.
1755 Smith Street. I'm right across from Dunkin' Donuts and Citizens Bank. I do have you can go on Google. I'm on Google. Or you can go on we email, or people text us orders.
I do text
So
you orders.
you do text
So
me
is that the
orders.
best way to do it, is to text you an order? And we
You
can
know,
find
it's-
that number right
Absolutely. It's
okay.
actually, everybody's convenient. Nobody
Yeah.
has, time to email
right,
all
a
the
whole
time.
order.
So to text me, it's
Yeah.
it's Laura, I want this, this, and this. I'll be there at this time. I'll text back and
Perfect.
say, okay, and then I see you then.
Easy enough.
Easy
no
enough.
excuses. No
Nope.
excuses, because you can text your meal order in, and then you pick it up and you have it set for lunch and dinner. Grab a couple protein muffins, work in breakfast, so you're really good to go.
Yes.
Absolutely awesome. So New Year's resolutions here, good to go with your meal prep services with Slim Pickings. Thank you so much for joining me
Thank
today.
you for having me.
Of course, and don't go anywhere, because we have more help with your New Year's resolutions coming right up. Thanks everyone for tuning back in. I am your host Laura Afonso here at the Navigate Credit Union Broadcast Center with our third and final guest, Amanda and Angelo from Fully Rooted. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
Like we were saying, New Year's resolutions, New Year's parties, a little bit of balanced life. You know, we're all looking forward to that, making our best self in 2019, and Fully Rooted is definitely here for that. So why don't we start off by telling a little bit about both of yourselves and how you got started with Fully Rooted.
So we started Fully Rooted, actually it was Angelo's idea. We've been in business for 5.5 years now, and we started at farmers markets throughout the state.
So you started selling juices at the farmers markets, but where were you making the juices?
So we were juicing right on site, and then within a couple years we were able to obtain a loan for a juicer.
Oh, wow.
And then we produce now in Mineral Spring Ave in Pawtucket.
In Pawtucket, okay. Now, so you started from farmers markets, and now you're actually moving on to your second location.
Yep.
So your first location on Mineral Spring Ave in Pawtucket, is that a small space? Is it large? Like, what are we working with for?
So we have about 1,000 square feet in our
Okay.
kitchen space, and then we just increased that for our kombucha production.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. And now your second space is actually down the street from here, which I was very excited to hear about because we actually get to have juices in downtown Providence. So you're actually at Current State. Can you tell me a little bit about what we've got going on there?
Yeah, so Current State is a really beautiful space. So upstairs there's yoga, meditation, and bar.
Wow.
And downstairs they have their beautiful retail space with crystals, and they sell other beauty products from local places in Rhode Island. And then there's also us. Yeah.
Wow. So it really is a great shared space because each person, each company feeds off the next. So we've got holistic, crystals and all natural beauty products to go along with juicing, kombucha, bar, yoga, meditation. It's kind of all really wrapped up nicely in a little package of health and wellness.
We're very symbiotic.
Yeah, absolutely. So tell me about, it was your idea to get this all started. What made it click? What made you say, I want to start a juicing company?
So we were all dealing with health issues.
Okay.
All three. We started with 8 of us, and my stepfather was really like the lead of dealing with health issues.
Okay.
So he healed his own health issues with juicing and changing his diet.
Wow.
So at a young age, we saw that, and we figured we're dealing with the same thing at a young age, so we applied juicing to our diet and saw results really quick.
It's
so
incredible.
After that, we just figured we need to start doing this for others as well. Yeah.
It's something that I've seen in a couple health documentaries of people who have had health issues and they switch over to a very holistic, very simple juicing and not processed foods, eliminating all processed foods, and they're able to really cure themselves or at least remedy some of their health issues without taking pharmaceuticals or medication. And so I think that is really huge when you really think about what we're putting into our bodies and how we're reacting to those things and whatever chemicals or processed foods are in our diets, and how we can kind of counteract that and really identify the source of our health issues with all natural homeopathics.
Exactly.
Absolutely. And so you started with 8, and now there are 3. So you're all co-owners, and the third. Tell me about your third co-owner.
Ben is very similar in our journey as far as health goes. He leads a lot of the design aspect.
Cool.
And it's been unbelievable working with him. We see eye to eye. We have a shared vision, and we just really connected early on.
That's important. Yeah. You're all on the same page. That's amazing. So tell me a little bit about juice cleanses. I've heard, some crazy things, people going days and days on end without eating food, or people finding a lot of great benefits from juicing. What are your opinions, and what kind of juice cleanses do you have to offer?
So we offer 2 different types of cleanses, one of which is with food, one of which is without food. So both of the cleanses allow your body to rest your digestive system, which helps heal your body from digesting so much stuff. So when you allow your digestive system to rest, you're able to kind of detox your body a little bit, but also it kickstarts you into healthier eating habits, which that's kind of what it's there for.
That's the end goal of it. Okay, so you're not really promoting juicing to say, lose 5 pounds for your high school reunion this weekend. It's more so give your digestive system a break from all of the heavy foods that we're eating and it's breaking down. This is really allowing it to kind of flush its system and put a lot of really good nutrients into the body.
Exactly.
Yes. So what do you find the biggest health benefits from juicing are? Like what magic juice is giving to the body?
With the juices, it's a quick way to get nutrients in. Okay. So in a 16-ounce bottle, there's at least 3 pounds of fruits and vegetables in there.
How many?
3 pounds.
3 pounds?
Yeah, so it's a lot easier to drink 3 pounds than it is to eat.
Consume
and just like Amanda was saying, it's a lot easier to give your digestive system a break for them to break down all of that as well.
Okay. And so juicing it, instead of just, cooking vegetables, you're getting raw, all of the nutrients without losing any of that good stuff from when you're, for making spinach at home on the stove, you're losing a lot of those nutrients that you would get from eating raw spinach. So tell me a little bit about how, cold pressed juicing and maybe what that means too.
So there's 2 different types of juicing. There's one that uses heat, and we use the other method that is without heat. So the heat method is centrifugal, so you can juice the produce, and then within 30 minutes you should really drink it because the nutrients start to degrade.
Oh, okay.
So our process is the cold press method, and so you're allowed to extend the shelf life over the course of 3 days. You do get oxidization within those 3 days. But you are able to retain all those vital nutrients within the juice.
Okay, so they're not going anywhere.
No.
And so it's about 3 days. So it's always making sure to stay fresh and
and refrigerated.
Yeah. And refrigerated. Yeah. Okay, so a juice will stay fresh in the fridge for 3 days.
Correct.
Okay, so anything over that, it kind of starts to break down a little bit.
It does.
Okay. Well, that's wonderful. So then that goes to show you that you guys are always serving fresh juices. They're made within, the most recent amount of time. Yep, definitely. So are you still doing farmers markets, or are we kind of, now that we have a setup, we're just doing our new locations?
So we're still at farmers markets.
Awesome.
That's where we started, so it's kind of where our heart is. Yeah, yeah, for sure. We have a lot of amazing customers, but also we source a lot of local ingredients too. So we meet a lot of farmers that way, and just it's nice to be out at the farmers market.
So are you able to get some of your vegetables, your produce from those farmers? Where are we sourcing?
We get a lot of our produce from Fort Town.
Okay.
They're right over the border in Massachusetts.
That's great.
We've worked with Shartner's, Wishing Stone, Little River Farm. So every time we meet a new farm at the farmers markets, we try and incorporate whatever we can.
And get them involved too.
And we just started doing some prepared food, so we're going to continue that.
Really? So what kind of prepared foods are you looking at?
So all of our prepared foods are really clean. There's no added sugars. It's just very simple stuff.
Yes.
It's full of a lot of nutrients, and everything is made from scratch. We make all of our own dressings, hemp seed dressings.
Wow.
Brownie bites, which are really clean. Everything's gluten-free, paleo.
So gluten-free, paleo is for our friends who have dietary restrictions, and you're looking for, or you're just looking for clean, healthy eating, while being able to have like a little treat. Brownie bites that are paleo and gluten-free sound like a win. Yep. Definitely. So do you each have a favorite kind of juice? Like what are we working with? What kind of flavor?
Such a hard question.
I know. It's a loaded one.
Probably the Purify. It's just really clean. There's no other fruit sugars in it. But we do have like the watermelon slice in the summer. It's really like our cult classic.
I know. What's your favorite juice?
I've always drank the wheatgrass from day one.
Okay.
It's just a juice shot. It's really high in chlorophyll.
So it's just a shot?
Yeah, you start with 1 ounce. You can have up to 4 ounces in a day.
Okay.
But the wheatgrass is really high in chlorophyll, which is good for your immune system.
Awesome.
But if I had to pick a regular juice, I would go with probably the Purify as well, with some cayenne pepper.
What is in the Purify? Tell me what goes in it.
So it's a mixture of cucumber, romaine, lemon, ginger, cayenne, Swiss chard, and bok choy. Super clean.
So lots of those good dark leafy greens, giving you all those nutrients because they're raw and they're juiced cold pressed. That's amazing. Yep. And now I think that it's interesting the shots, because I've seen them before. I've seen like the little like cayenne shots. Tell me about the benefit of being able to just, something so condensed into a small little amount, being able to just throw it back, and what that does for your body.
It's just a more concentrated ingredient. So the wheatgrass, you only need a small amount. Like the Breath of Fire shots that we do is just 1 ounce lemon, 1 ounce ginger.
Oh, okay. So the Breath of Fire gives you that that ginger.
Exactly. Yeah. So the ginger is good for digestion. It's good for inflammation.
So it's just
it's a small amount,
you take
but
it and you're like, whoa, oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's really powerful.
Absolutely. So tell me a little bit about your kombucha and what we've got going on with that.
So you have the citrus hibiscus.
Ooh.
I have the lavender rose hip. This one is actually a caffeine-free base. This has black Assam tea, but there's trace amounts of caffeine in here.
Okay.
And we like to make our kombucha very functional, so it's made with a lot of herbs. We have some fruit bases, but we've been leaning more towards herbs and a lot of
flavoring.
Yeah. So I think that's what differentiates our kombucha, and it's functional, so it always serves a purpose for you too.
Definitely.
This one's very calming and really nice and relaxing. The citrus hibiscus is just very floral and fun, and so it's been fun playing around with those for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Now, for our viewers who may not have ever experienced kombucha, can you tell us a little bit about the benefits of kombucha and how it's made?
It's a fermented beverage. So you start with tea, you start with sugar, and you ferment it. And then after that, the second fermentation is usually done with whatever you want to flavor it with.
Oh, okay.
So the end result leads with a very high probiotic beverage. It happens to be carbonated. Some of it is from natural carbonation. Some of it's from the CO2. Yeah, it starts with a natural carbonation.
Wow.
You can add more with CO2, and that's what brings it from the keg to the bottle. Just that type of gas.
Yeah.
But it's really good gut health for the probiotic content.
Good for the belly. Absolutely awesome. And so the juicing is giving us great nutrients for the body. Kombucha is great for your gut. So really, you're taking care of yourself in a holistic way.
For sure.
And I love your glass bottles. Is there any kind of refill that we can do with those bottles?
So for these glass jars, kombucha we swap out for $1 off.
Oh, that's great.
Our juice bottles, you'll get a discount when you refill them. We also have juice and kombucha on tap at both locations, so
Wonderful.
you can bring your jar and get a discount.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep.
Very, very good. Now, what kind of farmers markets, where can we find you outside of your new location in downtown Providence?
So we are at the Hope Street Farmers Market in the summer, Costa Farmers Market in the winter, also the Farm Fresh Market in the winter. All of our markets schedules are online. We have quite a few markets.
Oh,
so
awesome.
Yeah.
So we can definitely find you popping up
Yep.
across the state.
For sure.
Awesome.
Yeah, we usually do 2 to 3 in Rhode Island and 1 to 2 in Massachusetts.
Okay. Oh, okay. So you're giving Massachusetts your juice as well.
Yes.
Definitely.
Oh, that's awesome. Good for Massachusetts. You're very lucky. And where can we find you on social media? That way we can stay in touch and always see what kind of juicing, kombucha, and flavors that you have and where we can find you.
So we are on Instagram and we are also on Facebook at Fully Rooted Juice.
At Fully Rooted Juice. So make sure that we all follow Fully Rooted Juice on Facebook, on Instagram, especially going into 2019. We definitely want to take good care of ourselves. Whether it's with a juice cleanse or whether it's with a concentrated shot, we all can definitely agree that getting our healthy leafy greens and fruits and vegetables in a juice form makes it a little bit easier to take down and a little bit more approachable, and we can definitely fit that into our New Year's resolutions.
Definitely.
Absolutely. Well, thank you both so much for joining
Thank
me
you.
today.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. And thank you all very much for tuning in. And until next week, we wish you all a happy and fruitful new year. But please don't go anywhere because we have Kate Nagel coming up at 4 o'clock.